What's up, everybody? It's NS here. Welcome to another episode. This week we're in Beverly Hills, California, and about to tour this stunning modern home. This home was designed by Woods and Dangarren Architects and developed by one and only Viewpoint Collection. And the house itself has 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 8,679 square feet of interior space with an asking price of $23,500,000. As always, you can find more information about the property and the property link down in the description of this video. And before we start our tour, I want to thank the developers, Viewpoint Collection, and all the listing agents for allowing us to tour their amazing listing and share it with all of you. And now, let's begin our tour. Before we continue our tour in Beverly Hills, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this week's video. Skillshare is an online learning platform in which you can pursue your curiosities, explore new skills, and develop your existing interests. They offer numerous inspiring classes on various different subjects like marketing to management, or in the creative fields like web design, film, and video. They're always launching new premium classes, so as members, you're sure to find new and exciting learning opportunities on their platform. Among their many premium classes, I really enjoyed the YouTube Success class by Marcus Brownlee, which helped me evolve my own content production process. I really liked that this course included a behind-the-scenes look into making one of his own videos. If you become a member, you will see that Skillshare prioritizes the learning experience above all else, so you won't find any ads to distract you, and you're able to learn at your own pace, which is amazing as it makes the classes on their platform suited for the people of every skill level. Another amazing thing about Skillshare is that they now offer subtitles in Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Dutch, which is awesome, and I feel like our international audience would really appreciate that. Now, with that being said, our first 1,000 subscribers to click the link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so they can start exploring their creativity today. Again, big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And now, let's go back to Beverly Hills. The house is located in the hills of Beverly Hills, and from the street level, we have the gate opening up to the spacious motor court where we have a cantilevered carport right above us. This door leads us to the 2-car garage, and it's nicely clad with the siding detail. On the exterior, we have smooth stucco cladding, complemented with walls of glass and concrete walls. And now, let's go inside. All right, everyone, here we are at the entry. We got this beautiful glass pivot door. And as soon as you walk into this property, first thing you see is this long hallway that takes you to the outdoors. I love this space because on the left-hand side, you have wood-clad walls that leads you to 2 bedrooms and the primary bedroom on this level. And on the right-hand side, you have walls of glass, again, bringing a ton of natural light to this property, which is awesome. Now, as we follow the hallway on the right-hand side, we have the staircase going down to the lower level. I love the chandelier they have in this space with the marble rings. It's so chic and elegant, and this whole space is looking towards the lower level courtyard, which is phenomenal, and we're gonna see that later. Now, Mikey, let's go this direction first. We have some built-in closets here, and this door opens up to a powder room for this level. I love the stone that they used here with the texture and the organic lines, and they use the same stone as a half wainscoting as well as a half backsplash throughout with a reveal detail. And most of the walls in this house is actually stucco, and you can see the texture here. Fabricated sink, marble wall sconces, natural light coming through the skylight, gorgeous powder room. Now, let me take everybody back to the hallway, and going through this opening leads us to the great room. Now, I say great room because we have the kitchen, dining area, and the seating area within one space. It's all open, gets a ton of natural light, and I love walls of glass here opening up to the views and the outdoors, and we're gonna check that out in a bit. First section I wanna focus is the seating area. We have beautiful furniture here facing this fireplace assembly. Now, we're used to seeing a lot of linear gas fireplaces, but in this case, architects of this home went with a more of a box square design to change up the scene a little bit. And I love how they clad this fireplace assembly with steel panels, which gives it a nice contrast against these lighter tone walls. Now, Mikey, there's one more detail I want to mention here. This one is going to be a hard one to explain, but if you pan up to the ceiling, you're going to see that the ceilings of this home is very clean and elegant, hardly any intrusions with the light fixtures, and that's by design. If you look at the bedrooms in this house, you're not going to see a lot of weird hallways or turns. Everything is squared off, everything is clean. And this roof line actually carries out from the interiors all the way to the outside, and it's perfectly flat. They've even used the same finish on both sides to create this seamless look. Did I make sense there?
Yeah, you made sense. I think it's pretty easy to see inside that roof carrying out the same finish.
Absolutely. In fact, they went as far as placing these tracks for your future curtains rather than going with that recessing section that we're used to seeing where people place their Lutrons or the automatic shades. That way you just protect that seamless roof line, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Backyard looks really inviting. We're going to check that out in a bit. But first, I want to focus on this side where we have the dining room. Sits 8 people. Beautiful chandelier design above that really, again, breaks the flatness of the room and gives it a nice contrast to look at. And right behind me, we have the amazing kitchen of this home. A lot of stone and wood textures are used in this kitchen. We got a gorgeous island right in the center, clad with marble all around, including the waterfall edges. And as we wrap around, we can actually see some of the base cabinets on this side, as well as the island. Mikey, let's take a close look here. We got some drawers. We have the sink design. Let's see, we got the dishwasher and just more drawers. I thought that was the ice maker for a second. Of course, facing the views, right next to your seating and dining area. And we got some pantry spaces, paneled in freezer and fridge. And you may think, where is the induction cooktop or, you know, the vent and all that? Well, if you follow me, right behind the main kitchen, you kind of have like your chef's kitchen, but it really isn't because it's all open and it kind of flows to this space. You have your gas cooktops here, more ovens, espresso maker, and I love how they concentrated this space with this gorgeous stone where you're kind of focused to your cooking. Your vent is seamlessly tucked into the ceiling. You get another sink, and I believe there's actually another dishwasher on this side. There you go.
You know, I walked in the kitchen and didn't realize there was not a stove. I thought this was a chef's kitchen back there.
It looks so seamless there, didn't you realize?
I felt like something was missing, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was.
Well, there you go. It's all tucked behind, which is kind of a unique approach, but it kind of makes sense. You can do all the dirty cooking here and kind of keep your island very polished and clean.
For sure.
And I love the wood tones. I mean, like the whole place, even the walls are clad with the same cabinet design. You have a massive picture window here, pantry space, and going this way, we're back at the kitchen area. Overall, very seamless design. Talking about seamless, look at these natural stone floors with the recessed in AC diffusers. So you get that minimalist line. Now, Mikey, let's step outside.
Let's do it.
Walls of glass open up. We have the backyard for this property. On this side, we have an outdoor kitchen with a grill, fridge, and a sink. And following here, we got the awesome pool setup. Granted, this house doesn't sit on a really massive lot, so the architects made the best out of the lot by designing this sleek zero-edge pool. Dark blue plaster complemented with the mosaic finish throughout. You get a little bar shelf here. Again, zero edge, so it goes with the modern lines of this home, and the views are phenomenal from this angle. I mean, you can see most of the city all the way to the ocean and downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Now, following here, we talk about this detail all the time. They have these steel columns, again, set to the outside, which allows this home to have all these glass panels towards the inside without having to have any columns or breaks in the design, if that makes sense.
No structural supports on the inside.
Yes, no. You see, that's how they have this open corner design where it leads us to another seating area, which is awesome. Same floors that we saw throughout the interiors, they also use it on the outside, so you get this seamless transition. And I don't want to miss this. We have a spa on this side, Mikey. I know I probably forgot it, but you have your spa, of course.
Of course.
Or your hot tub. Now, let's focus on the seating section. We got beautiful furniture here. That's the backside of the fireplace design. And I mean, even here, you have walls of glass looking down on the courtyard that we have on the lower level. We're gonna see that in a bit. And lastly, you have these glass panels or lower sections, and you have the clear stories above to, again, maximize the natural light coming into the property. All right, Mikey, this side, So the outdoor space continues. You have an outdoor dining area here, staircase going down to the lower level. And if you follow this kind of exterior walkway, you get an additional seating area and it leads you to the primary bedroom. But instead of going this direction, I want to take everybody back inside so we can see it through the hallway off of the entry. Overall, great space, all open, beautifully designed. And I love the warm tones with the stucco finish and the wood paneling that we've been seeing throughout. Now, we're back at the entry. Again, everything's clad with wood. This door opens up to the 2-car garage that we saw. Walls of glass looking down on the courtyard at the lower level. And this door right here opens up to the first bedroom suite. Beautiful oak hardwood floors throughout. We have the bed set up here. Sliding glass doors opening up to the side of the property. And on this side, we have the built-in closets. Now, I mentioned that the great room. No rooms or like everything is perfectly squared off, and that's why for the most part all the rooms have built-in closets rather than having walk-in closets that are half the size of the room, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what I realized the other day? And it's something that like is such a subtle detail, but it makes all the difference. In these high-end luxury homes, built-ins, like you don't have to buy like dressers or like cabinets or anything, so like rooms feel so much less cluttered. Like when I walk in my bedroom, I have like a dresser, I have a TV stand. I have
got too much going on.
I have all this stuff, but like when you build them into the wall, maybe it's a little bit more expensive, but it just makes everything look so much sleeker, you know?
That's a good point. That is a good point. All right, ready to see the bathroom? Of course, the clean lines continue into the bathrooms. Marble floors continue into the walls, and we're gonna see this throughout the home. Instead of going with some sort of a drain design or a slope, they actually floated all the shower floors and they tucked the drains underneath it. So each one of the showers has a perfectly flat marble floors.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Beautiful, right? And we got the vanity design here with the same cabinetry that we've been seeing throughout, same stone countertops. Now we're back at the hallway. We got another bedroom here that we're gonna check it out real quick. Again, very spacious, hardwood floors, floor to ceiling glass, bringing a ton of natural light. Even the furnishings in this house is very tasteful. And we have the built-in closets just like the other one. So to make more sense of what I just explained there, rather than going with this design, normally people will put one half walk-in closet here, one half on the other side, one for each bedroom. But in this case, because they wanted to keep these flat lines, they've actually did built-in rather than having a walk-in closet.
Yeah, and is that, I guess, where you put your TV in the middle?
Probably.
Let's investigate. Oh yeah, perfect.
There you go. That's why these tuck in, and that's your TV. They already have the connections for you.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, bathroom, pretty much same finishes that we just saw. Again, stone everywhere, beautiful vanity design. Good sized bathroom.
Yeah.
Now, let me take everybody back to the hallway. A lot of times we tour the primary bedrooms last, but in this case, since we're on this level, we might as well, right? You got another glass pivot door that takes you to the backyard for the primary bedroom, let's just call it that way. Again, views are phenomenal. Everything is nicely hedged. So from this point, you don't see any neighbors. All you see is the view. And there you go. Pocket door sealing off the primary bedroom suite. I guess, Mikey, let's start with the bathroom.
Different kind of format today, but
yeah,
layout of this house is
layout of the house is a little different.
Yeah.
But it makes sense as we toured. You'll understand. You got the fridge design here. Nice built-ins, LED lighting, same wood tones, and another pocket door opens into the bathroom. Now, the first thing I realized about this bathroom, hardwood floors actually continue to half part of the bathroom, meaning the other half is the walk-in shower, it's all marble. But in here, to bring the warmth, they went with a hardwood floor design. We got the vanity here, fully fabricated out of this gorgeous marble. I mean, it's stunning. It goes all the way up on the walls. It carries out all the way into the walk-in shower. You got your dual sink designs here with a really unique approach. I say unique because they actually have a drop-down sink within. I'm just assuming they wanted to create some sort of a contrast. You have your wall fixtures, Dornbach, which is a German brand, I believe, that's really known for high-end fixtures. Freestanding tub filler, glass windows, and what do you think of this walk-in shower, Mikey?
The drainage designs kind of really changed the game, you know?
It has.
Yeah.
I mean, now this is an elevated experience. You don't have to worry about your drains or that subtle slope. It's little things, right? But now the surface is perfectly flat. You have all your drains underneath it. I was like looking for the rain head. You got a massive rain head above. You got 2 shower heads, 2 handhelds, everything you need. And around the corner, we have the water closet. Now, let me take everybody back to the hallway so we can continue our tour with the primary bedroom. Again, stucco walls everywhere. And going through this opening, which is another pocket door, it takes us to the primary bedroom closet. Same wood tones that we've been seeing throughout. They also have it here. Everything is nicely built in, and cabinetry continues from the floor all the way to the ceiling. We have LED lighting throughout, shoe racks, open hangers, island right in the center with a gorgeous stone countertop. And the oval light fixture right above just gives it a nice touch. I don't know why, but it just kind of warms up the space a little bit.
Yeah, I really like that.
All right, let's step back to the hallway, and this is where we have the primary bedroom. Now, this primary bedroom is very understated. What I mean by that is you have these clean walls, very simple design, beautiful furnishings, but it's like the room is really letting the textures and the hardwood floors and the views speak, rather than having fancy pop of colors or just like, you know, overdone furniture. It's just very clean, very sleek, and it just looks very relaxing, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like very elegant.
Absolutely. And of course, this room is all about the views. We have walls of glass stacking on each side, and seamlessly going to the outdoors, we have a patio space just for the primary bedroom. You got this kind of a louver design above us that brings a little bit of shade and carries out the steel and I-beam details of this home, because the whole frame of the house is actually out of steel. And in fact, you can see that a lot on the overhangs throughout. They left it exposed on the exterior, and tying in some of that industrial and the textures and the warmth of this home, we got a board form concrete fireplace here, cozying up the space and creating a nice contrast.
Yeah, it's really nice, and those trails of light coming through that look really cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Great space. And that's pretty much it for the main floor of this home. Now let's go back inside and check out the lower level. All right, everyone, here we are at the lower level. Now, the lower level of this home is very special. It has 2 courtyards that brings a ton of natural light to this section, and it's super day lit. And I don't know, there are so many cool rooms here that we're gonna check it out in a bit. First, let's cover the steel staircase, open riser, beautiful modern design. We have glass panels from floor all the way to the ceiling, looking at one of the 2 courtyards, which is amazing. And following this way, we got a nice seating area between these 2 rooms that we're gonna tour in a bit. Hardwood floors, nice ceiling heights, and this door opens up to a laundry room for this level, washer, dryer, upper cabinets, everything you need. And this door right here opens up to the first bedroom located on the lower level. Now, lower level may have a bad connotation for being dark or not so inviting. It's not the case in this house, because we have 2 courtyards that are bringing so much natural light and giving so much life and breathing room to this house that I think it's totally the opposite here. The lower level of this home is super inviting. We have the first bedroom here, king size bed. Love the board form concrete wall where you can actually see the textures and the grains of the wood that they use, which is awesome. Around the corner, we actually have a walk-in closet here that leads us to a full-size bathroom. You have your deep soaking tub clad with natural stone all around, brushed nickel fixtures, vanity design here, good sized bathroom. Now, Mikey, let's go outside, because I want to show everybody these sliding glass doors opening up to this amazing courtyard. I love the cobblestone that they used here. It gives so much warmth and texture to this opening. It makes me feel like we're in Italy. And right in the center of it, they got this awesome olive tree, kind of encompassing the center of this home. So you can see it from the walkway on the second floor or the top floor. You can see it in the heart of the lower level. You have a staircase coming down here. So amazing.
Yeah, I love when they put trees in the, I don't want to say the inside, because it's not the inside, but on
kind of is almost.
Yeah, on the inside of homes, yeah.
I mean, Mikey, can you imagine leaving these doors open and just sleeping like that at night? You can easily do that here. It's super private, and this is the view you look at or you wake up to. So different, but so unique, without a doubt. All right, Mikey, let's take everybody back. So this is the seating section that we talked about earlier. Going through here, we have the second bedroom. Pretty spacious, just like the bedroom that we just toured. Same hardwood floors, king size bed. Again, beautiful board form concrete wall. We got some built-in closets here. And going through this opening, We got another good sized bathroom with a walk-in shower, natural stone, vanity design, everything you need. Now this bedroom opens up to the second courtyard that we have. Again, beautiful cobblestone floors that gives you that texture and warmth as if you're in Europe. You have the olive tree right in the center, ton of natural light and fresh air coming to the space. And in case something happens, you need an emergency ladder, you can actually go up here. It will bring you up to the entry of the home. So different, so unique, and I don't know, something about courtyards. They are just really, really cool.
They're just classy.
They're classy, right? Now, that courtyard also opens up this spacious room, currently staged as a gym, but I can easily see this being in another movie theater or a TV room or a seating area. I say another movie theater because this home actually has a movie theater that we're gonna see in a bit. Board form concrete walls, nice ceiling heights. Again, we have some built-in cabinetry here, TV, and this room is staged as a gym because going through this opening, we come to the spa. Now, this home is located in a part of Beverly Hills where you can only build single-story homes. Now, this is a really important fact because this home actually has a basement or a lower level. That's how they can get away with 2 stories. But it's amazing to see all these amenities nicely tucked into a lower level, but at the same time, it is still so inviting. It's so refreshing to be down here.
Yeah.
We got natural stone floors. Mikey, this would be our dream, right? Cold plunge, hot tub, beautiful walk-in shower with steam. You got your vanity here. They're still tying up some details. And I mean, you got your sauna. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's very nice. And I gotta say, come back to this cold plunge for a second. That thing is deep.
Oh my, yeah, it is. I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's like 7 feet deep probably.
Amazing. I love that they also left the board form concrete wall here too. It's so great. It's nicely tucked into the lower level. Now, let's connect the dots, Mikey. We're back at the entry. So we just did a full loop on this wing and came back to the entry. And following this hallway here, it takes us to another cool section of this home. We got a very open, grand seating area and a bar setup here. Honestly, this would be my favorite spot in this house because since you're tucked into the lower level, but yet you have all these glass doors opening up to the courtyard that we saw earlier, it's like a perfect party spot. You can have your friends over here, watch TV, have dinners, entertain later at night, and keep your privacy. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, or you could just, hang out here totally alone and feel isolated. That sounds great.
I would be totally fine with that. Super inviting, hardwood floors. We got a gorgeous island design here with natural stone countertops, but instead of going with a waterfall edge, they did a nice reveal detail here, pendant lights above. Mikey, let's check some of the amenities. We got an ice maker, our favorite. And by the way, Mikey, every once in a while I look at these cabinets and I'm trying to sense where the appliances are. Let me give you a little hint. A lot of times they have these very subtle exposed hinges, and that's how I know where they are. Not every time, but for the most part.
You're just giving away your secrets.
I know.
Next
now
day,
everybody doing these home tours, they're gonna be like, "Where are the hinges?"
we're gonna see like 10 videos where like little knocks on the hinges.
I know. You got to give the knowledge. What am I gonna do? Keep it all for myself. You have your cabinetry design here. I love the wood textures, and they use the natural stone countertops here. But on top, they use this kind of a stained smoked mirror design that creates a little bit of reflection and just kind of gives you that authentic bar vibe. All right, continuing here, of course you have a wine cellar, temperature controlled. I know these look like built-in kind of cabinetry, but this is a temperature controlled wine cellar. So if you're not about that life where you have a dedicated room, you can actually tuck in as a cabinetry and still have a wine cooler.
It's cold in there too. As soon
It
as you
is.
open that.
As soon as I opened, the cold air just came through.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this seating section here. Beautiful built-ins. Again, architects, Woods and Degaran. They really primarily use a lot of wood and natural stone textures throughout, and we can see it pretty much everywhere in the house. I love the TV design here. Even the AC diffusers are seamlessly built in to the wood paneling, so you get that effortless look, right? Beautiful furniture setup. I don't know, something about this level I just love. I just feel so cozy and protected here.
Yeah, I think it's the color scheme. It's the quietness.
It's the quietness. It's the this space is super private. The only people that can ever see you are the people that are in your house.
Yeah.
So. Let's take a look at this powder room for this level or for this seating area. Beautiful marble countertops, again, fabricated design. We got wall sconces, we got concrete wall here, and right next to that, check this out. We got a movie theater. Now, I'm particularly excited about this movie theater. Number one, it has 4-tier seating, but the tier elevation differences are quite radical. So you really feel like you're in a movie theater, although it's maybe 1/10 of a real movie theater size.
Let's show.
Yeah, Mikey, why don't you step down? I mean, look at the elevation difference here. This feels like a commercial movie theater, but everything is nicely padded, super quiet here. And I'm pretty sure since we're on the lower level, these walls are all concrete. So you can feel the difference on my sound. It's super dense here. This would be an awesome place to honestly put a movie on, kind of disconnect from the world, just enjoy the movie.
For sure.
All right, Mikey, let's bring everybody back. We got one more room here, which is the office. Who puts a massive glass pivot door for an office? Well, Viewpoint does, you know, to kind of elevate the experience, right? It goes in, look how much natural light is coming. I can't even open my eyes almost here, it's so bright. They left the concrete walls on the back, but they provided a ton of built-ins on this side with natural stone countertops, as well as the backsplash. You have some open shelving above. AC diffusers are nicely built into the cabinetry. Your desk setup, so cozy. Honestly, this would be an awesome office, meeting room, you name it. It goes either direction.
For sure.
And that's pretty much it for the lower level of this home. But of course, we're gonna spend a few more hours here, wait for the sun to go down so we can see this place at dusk. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. Now, I love this house. It has such a cool, unique architectural lines throughout, and the 2 courtyards that we saw at the lower level are such a unique amenities to have and bring so much natural light to the lower level of this home. And big congrats to the architects and the developers of this home, Viewpoint Collection. And I also want to thank them for getting us in here, allowing us to tour their amazing development. I can't forget the listing agents, Sally, Tomer, Drew. Again, big thanks to them for getting us in here, allowing us to tour this amazing home and share it with all of you. And lastly, if you enjoyed the tour, just make sure to give us a like. If you have any questions or input, as always, leave us a comment down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.